Hey, we're live here at Saints Fanclub Acadiana. I'm Charles Ditch with Katie Real Estate and Saints Fanclub Acadiana. And next to me is Mr. Dr. Scott Fournier with Fournier Chiropractic Clinic. Hey, we're going to get to Dr. Scott here in a second, but a couple shout outs. We're here at Chips.
Yep.
We're going to be here all day.
All day.
With the Saints game. Dr. Scott's giving away some halftime prizes at halftime at the end of the game. We're going to be doing a drawing for a Mexican trip and the last 2 tickets to the last home Saints game.
Whoa, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and what else we doing? Oh, we got squares here. We got food from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Drink specials. We got the works.
We got the works. So
it's an all-day party.
It's beautiful out today, so there's no
Gorgeous
excuses.
day. Exactly.
So come on out, free food, prizes, and drink specials. Can't beat that.
Yeah, and we're playing the Falcons. Come on now. I mean,
we need some support over there.
Yeah.
Where are they at? They in Atlanta?
They're in New Orleans.
They're in New Orleans.
Yeah.
All right. So
I had a bunch of my friends say, "Oh, we can't make it to your party because we're going to the game." I'm like, hey, "Y'all didn't offer me a ticket? Come on now."
I know. Come on. So let's talk a little bit about Saints, and then we're gonna get into some chiropractic issues here. How about that? And if you got any questions for Dr. Scott, please leave them and relay them to us. And if we're having any issues, let us know. We're having a little sound issue.
We got a who dat from Myron Lee.
Oh, Myron Lee.
Hey.
There you go. Myron Lee.
Who dat?
Who dat? Hey, so Saints, third string quarterback,
Trevor Siemian. Yeah. Oh, man.
Come from the Broncos. He did good last week.
Yes, he did.
Our defense held together, so I mean, we got to win against Atlanta. I mean, they always play us tough.
Hey, Drew's got confidence in him. I mean, they said they picked him up last year when Drew got hurt, and he's a game manager. You know, the guy knows what he's doing. It's not like he's never been a starter in the NFL. Right. You know, I mean, how many teams got a third string
starting quarterback?
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm optimistic. Defense whole time. We need some turnover. As long as you don't turn it over, we should be good.
That's it.
Atlanta doesn't have Colin Ripley today.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be good for us as well.
Yeah.
So I think we got a big who dat win coming to us.
I think so. I mean, you know, if they rally around Trevor like they did last week, I mean the team played like it didn't matter who the quarterback was.
Right.
You know, the defense held it down.
That
defense
big
did
six.
Oh man.
Come on, that was nice. But again, we're here at Chips off of Verot. Chips off of Verot.
Chips on Verot. Yep.
So big prizes. So let's talk to Dr. Scott about some, what you can offer or what somebody could add. You know, how do I even know I need a chiropractor?
Okay.
That's what I'm asking.
The way I like to describe it is, have you ever said "ow"? Like, have you ever moved and said "ouch"?
Yeah, like wake up in the morning a little tight.
That's it. I mean, that's the perfect one. I mean, the chiropractors, our job is to make you move well.
All right.
Okay. If you move well, you feel well, you stay healthy. You know, I mean, most injuries happen because you're not moving properly. You know, I mean, you're going up some stairs carrying something and you kind of got a little limp or something. More than likely, you're gonna hurt yourself. You know, or you've been down to pick up your keys.
So I mean, if I even feel a little sick with a little sore or something, I mean, I should go see a chiropractor for that?
It wouldn't hurt.
Like if I just come to you, hey, a little sore, you do like consultations.
That's
like,
it.
Hey,
yep.
You don't really need a chiropractor. You just need to stretch more.
Exactly. And you know what? Everybody gets their consultation with me free.
Right. Okay.
Now the exam and all that is different. But like just to come sit down and talk to me and say, hey, is this the right place? Free of charge.
Right.
Anybody wants to come in and say, hey, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. What should I be doing? Take a look at this. You know, I'm more than happy to talk to you and see if we're in the right place.
Into anything?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're not in the right place, I'll send you to the right place.
Right.
You know, I mean,
your leg's falling off. You need to go to a doctor.
Exactly right. That's an ER visit, right?
Yeah, that's how. Don't come see me for that. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
There's a bone extruding from the skin.
Exactly. Your eyeballs falling out. No, we don't do that here.
Right. I mean, because you have treated and worked on. I would say collegiate athletes and
I've worked on
all kinds of sorts.
I've worked on athletes from the youth level all the way to the professional level. I've had pro UFC fighters in there. I've had pro football players. I've worked on guys that ended up being in an NBA. You know, I mean, whatever level. But I've also worked on the little old ladies that they want to pick up their cat and they can't.
You told us a story the other day about the Zydeco dancer.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I had this one patient come in, and she the reason she came to me is because her back was hurting so bad she couldn't dance.
Yeah, she had to dance.
Exactly, and that's her thing. Right. I mean, she knows all those Zydeco artists and everything. That was her thing for years and years and years. But she couldn't get out there and she couldn't do it the way she wanted to.
Okay.
You know, and it took us a little while. I mean, it took us a few months, but we got her back to where she needed to. And like part of her progress in her rehab was she had to teach me how to dance.
Okay.
And when she was at the point where she could dance with me in the office, she was ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, then what you would do, you would continuously work with her, like not.
Yes. Yeah.
And just to maintain it, I guess.
Exactly. Most of our patients will come in because they have pain. Well, then our job is to figure out why they have pain.
Okay.
You know, usually when you hurt somewhere, it has nothing to do.
Like if your foot hurts, it's usually not your foot.
Yeah, it's usually not your foot. You know, knee pain is usually because your ankle's tight. Back pain is usually your hips are tight. Right. You know, elbow pain, your shoulder's not moving properly. And once we figure that out, we get rid of the pain. We get you in a position where you can do what you want without pain, and then we move you on to what we call maintenance care.
It's just not about cracking bones and stuff.
Exactly. It's not, you know, cracking necks, cashing checks. You know, it's you know, we want you to be healthy.
There's a treatment program.
Exactly.
Right.
And then we put you on maintenance care so we can stay ahead of the problems. Right. You know, if I'm seeing you once a month, once every 6 weeks or something, and keeping everything moving right, well, more than likely you're not going to get hurt. And if you do get hurt or you feel something coming on, you're already there. You know. And
I also heard that you were one of the successful reasons why Nick Saban won a championship.
I am going to 100% back that. Yes. Yeah.
And you didn't want to follow him to the pros.
No, yeah, I actually had one colleague that did, and he's not in the pros anymore either.
Really?
So
I mean, most of those guys follow the head coaches around, but we don't want to get into all that.
Yeah.
And I would be remiss if I don't mention this. How you say you take care of infants as well.
Yep. Pediatrics. I mean, so the way I figured out I could adjust babies, we learned it in school, but I had never done it until my kids came along, and my daughter. She's probably like 7 hours old at the time.
Right.
Everybody leaves me alone with her in the room. I kind of look around and I grab her and I go through everything. I was like, oh God, she's still breathing. All right, I got this. And the same thing with my son. I adjusted him. He was probably 4 hours old the first time he got adjusted. Right. And I'm not saying this is why. My kids don't get sick.
Right.
Ever. I mean, they get a little sniffle here and there.
So tell us some symptoms that you might want to bring your child to a chiropractor.
Okay. So infants, the biggest thing I usually see infants for is digestive issues. Okay. Colic, not going frequently enough. You know, they're squirming and you can tell something's hurting, but you can't figure out what it is.
I mean, you have a child, you don't think, hey, let me bring him to a chiropractor. I mean, is that usually from another doctor recommending, hey, you need to go see Dr. Fournier?
I would like to say yes. There's a few pediatricians out there that'll say, hey, chiropractic, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Most of the time they won't suggest it. But if you're having trouble figuring out what's wrong.
What's wrong? Like, I mean, you don't think about it. Let's go see the chiropractor for my baby.
Ear infections. That's the other big one. So like a baby's skull, the ear tubes are like this. And as we grow older, they kind of start to pivot down like as the skull develops.
Closer to the mic.
There you go. Yeah. So as the skull develops, instead of the tubes going like that, they start to go like that. And that's why adults don't get ear infections the same way kids do.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, they're on their side, they're on their back, and they're eating, and all that stuff kind of gets gunked up. So if we can reduce the inflammation and kind of get everything working right.
Without taking medication.
Exactly. The ears drain better.
So if your kid's sick, bring him to Dr. Scott, even if
right?
his legs falling off.
That's it.
No, I mean, it would be weird. I mean, just, you don't think about that.
Yeah.
You have a sick kid, you're like, oh, what should I bring? I'm going to go to a pediatrician.
Yeah.
But maybe an ear infection, maybe.
Exactly.
I guess chronic ear infection, you might want to look for something else.
Yeah, and look, my daughter had chronic ear infections, and I mean, it took 3 months before I had enough confidence in myself to say, okay, I'm going to fix this.
Okay.
You know, and we did. We avoided tubes and all this stuff. We did a little dietary change and adjusted her daily. And, I mean, no surgery.
Yeah, no surgery or no medication, I guess.
Exactly.
So a lot of parents don't want, I mean, they don't want to give them medication. They don't want to medicate.
We went through like 4 different antibiotics and didn't touch it.
Damn.
You know.
So, you see, Dr. Fournier could maybe a consultation or something.
Exactly. I mean, it never hurts to come in and talk.
Or even call, like, hey, my kid's doing this and this. Do you think you can help?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it looks like the game's about to start. I know you want to watch the game. So we're here at Chips. We're going to be here for the whole game.
Whole game.
Come check us out. We got Buffalo Wild Wings on the way.
Ooh,
you got some prizes you're going to be giving
Got some good prizes.
What you got for us today? What you got?
So we're doing a couple self-myofascial release tools at halftime, along with a half-hour massage. And then we're doing one of those massage guns that everybody likes so much. I don't do massage.
You don't do massage? No. Oh, I want to massage.
I got a massage therapist for that. You want me to massage? I'll give you a little something.
Well, come check out Dr. Scott. He'll be here all day. You can ask him some questions. He'll be around. We'll be around if you got some real estate questions. We got the DJ about to crank up. And we got to thank Mr. Tommy from Media Engagements back with us today as well. He'll be taking pictures. It's a little light right now, but I know at halftime it gets
it's still early. You know?
It's way still early. So come check us out. We're having a blast over here at Saints Fanclub Acadiana.
Who dat?
Who dat?